video, we are going to solve problems in sets. So let's start with this problem. Solve square root of into bracket x minus 4 all cube minus 125 equals 0. So we can rewrite this equation as square root of x minus 4 all cube equals 125. So this becomes square root of x minus 4 all cube equals 125 is the same as 5 cube. So what we can do is that we can square both sides. So if we square both sides, this square root and this square will go away. So it becomes x minus 4 all cube equals 5 cubed all squared. Now, if we have a exponent b all exponent c, we can interchange c and b by the laws of indices. It is equal to a exponent c all exponent b. So in this case, b is 3 and then c is 2. So we can interchange 2 and 3. So this becomes x minus 4 all cube equals 5 squared all cube. Now, if you have a exponent b equals b, capital B exponent b, then it means that a is equal to b. So since here is 3 and here is 3, then it means that x minus 4 is equal to 5 squared. So x is equal to 5 squared is 25 plus 4. Therefore, x is equal to 29. Now let's come to this part which says that we should simplify 1 minus root 2 divided by root 5 minus root 3, then minus 1 plus root 2 divided by root 5 plus root 3. So what we do is that we need to find the LCM. So in this case, the LCM is square root of 5 minus square root of 3 in one bracket times square root of 5 plus square root of 3 in another bracket. So if we take this, we see that this one will cancel this side. So we have 1 minus square root of 2, then times square root of 5 plus square root of 3, then minus into bracket 1 plus square root of 2. Now you see that this one will cancel the plus side. So we know it's square root of 5 minus square root of 3. So what will happen is that let's expand this. So 1 times square root of 5 plus square root of 3, then minus square root of 2 times square root of 5 plus square root of 3. Then we expand this one to, so minus, let me bring a big bracket, 1 times square root of 5 minus square root of 3. So here is 1. Then plus square root of 2 times square root of 5 minus square root of 3. Bracket close. So 1 all divided by, now you can see that this is difference of 2 squares. So this becomes square root of 5 all squared, then minus square root of 3 all squared. So 1 times root 5 is root 5. 1 times root 3 is root 3. Then now root 2 times root 5. Remember that root a times root b is equal to root ab. So root 2 times root 5 is root 2 times 5, which is minus root 10. And then minus root 2 times root 3 becomes minus root 6. Now we have minus, let's bring the bracket again. 1 times root 5 is root 5. Then minus 1 times root minus root 3 is minus root 3. Then root 2 times root 5 becomes plus root 10. Sorry, yes, root 10. Then root 2 times minus root 3 is minus root 6. Bracket close. Divided by, and root 5 squared is 5. Then root 3 squared is 3, so minus 3. So let's remove this bracket. So this becomes root 5, then plus root 3, then minus root 10, minus root 6. Then minus 1 times root 5 is minus root 5. Then minus 1 times minus root 3 is plus root 3. Minus 1 times root 10 is minus root 10. Then minus 1 times root 6. Minus root 6 is plus root 6. divided by 5 minus 2 is 2. So you can see that plus root 5 minus root 5 will cancel. Then we have minus root 6 plus root 6 will also cancel. Now look at this. This is root 3 plus root 3. That is 2 root 3. And yes, minus root 10 minus root 10. That becomes minus 2 root 10 divided by 2. So this is equal to 2 root 3 divided by 2 minus 2 root 10 divided by 2. So this 2 and this 2 will cancel, and this one 2 will cancel. So this is equal to root 3 minus root 10. Express 3 root 2 minus 2 root 3 divided by 3 root 2 plus 2 root 3 in the form P plus Q root R. So let's rewrite it. So it's 3 root 2 minus 2 root 3 divided by 3 root 2 plus 2 root 3. So what we do is that we need to rationalize. Rationalize by multiplying both the numerator and the denominator by 3 root 2 and minus 2 root 3 divided by 3 root 2 minus 2 root 3. So all we needed to do was to change this sign and multiply 3. So you see that here's 3 root 2 minus 2 root 3. 3 root 2 minus 2 root 3. So if you multiply both, it becomes 3 root 2 minus 2 root 3 all squared divided by. Now you can see that this is difference of 2 squared. So this is becomes 3 root 2 squared minus 2 root 3 squared. Remember that a squared minus b squared is equal to a plus b and times a minus b. So look at this. Here's a plus b and here's a minus b. So that's how I can do this straight. But then remember the expansion for this. If we have a plus b whole squared, it is equal to a squared plus 2ab plus b squared. So let me write it once. So here's b squared. So this becomes, so a is 3 root 2 and then b is 2 root 3. So this becomes 3 root 2 all squared. That is this term. Then my plus 2 times a. A is 3 root 2, so 3 root 2, then times b, which is minus 2 root 3. Then the last term is b squared, so plus minus 2 root 3 all squared divided by, now 3 root 2 squared is the same as 3 squared, which is 9. Then root 2 squared, remember what we said, root a squared is equal to a. So root 2 squared is 2. Then minus 2 squared is 4. Then root 3 squared is 3. So now, if you continue, you see that 3 squared is 9 times 2. So here becomes 9 times 2. Then now, look at this. Here's 2 times 3 is 6. 6 times minus 2 is minus 12. So here is minus 12. Then now, root 2 times root 3 is root 6. Then here is minus 2 root 3 squared. Minus 2 squared is 4. So plus 4. Then root 3 squared is 3. All of this divided by 9 times 2 is 18. Minus 4 times 3 is 12. So you can see that 9 times 2 is 18. Then 4 times 3 is 12. 18 plus 12 is 30. So this becomes 30, then minus 12 root 6 divided by 18 minus 12 is 6. So this is equal to, now 30 divided by 6 is 5 minus 12 divided by 6 is 2. So 2 root 6. Sorry, 2 root 6. So in terms of P plus Q root R, then this is 5 minus 6. So we have this question here, which is evaluate into bracket 1 minus root 3 squared minus 1 plus root 3 squared. So you can see that if we say 1 minus So if we represent all of this by A and we represent all of this by B, you can see that this is A squared minus B squared. So we can use difference of 2 squared. And that's equal to in bracket A minus A plus B, then times A minus B. So now let's do this. So A plus B is equal to 1 minus root 3. Yes, minus root 3. And then plus, this is B, 1 plus root 3. So what is this? See, minus root 3 plus root 3 will cancel out. 1 plus 1 is 2. Now let's do A minus B. It is equal to 1 minus root 3. And then minus 1 plus root 3. So this is equal to 1 minus root 3 minus 1, then minus root 3. So 1 minus 1 will cancel out. Minus root 3 minus root 3 becomes minus 2 root 3. So it means that 1 minus root 3 all squared minus into bracket 1 plus root 3 all squared is equal to A plus B, which is 2, times A minus B minus 2 root 3, and that is equal to minus 4 root 3. If square root of 3x plus 1 minus square root of x plus 4 is equal to 1, find the value of x. So what we need to do is that let's take this term to the right hand side. So can rewrite this as square root of 3x plus 1 equals 1 plus square root of x plus 4. So if we square this side and then we square this side, we find out that 3x plus 1 is equal to 1 squared, which is 1, plus 2 times 1 times square root of x plus 4. Then plus x plus root x plus 4 squared is x plus 4. So let's take all of this to the left hand side. So we get 3x plus 1 will cancel. So we now have 3x minus x minus 4 is equal to 2 root x plus 4. So this becomes 3x minus x is 2x minus 4 equals 2 root x plus 4. So we can square it again. And if we square it, now the 2x squared is 4x. Sorry, 2x all squared is 4x squared. Then minus 2 times 2 is 4 times 4 is 16. So minus 16x. Then minus 4 squared is 16. So plus 16 equals 2 squared is 4. Then root x plus 4 squared is x plus 4. So this becomes 4x squared minus 16x plus 16 equals 4 times x is 4x, and 4 times 4 is 16. You see that this 16 and this 16 will cancel out. Now if you bring 4 to the left hand side, it becomes minus 16x minus 4x, which becomes minus 20x. So we have 4x squared minus 20x equals 0. So we can factorize 4x out. So we are left with x minus 5 equals 0. So there are two values of x. It's either x is equal to 0 or x is equal to 5. Now we need to test these values of x and see the true solution of x. So the equation is square root of 3x plus 1 and minus square root of x plus 4 equals 1. So if x is equal to 0, that means 3 times 0 is 0. So we are having square root of 1 minus. Now 0 plus 4 is 4. So minus square root of 4. Square root of 1 is 1. Minus square root of 4 is 2. 1 minus 2 is equal to minus 1. But minus 1 is not equal to 1. And therefore x equal to 0 is not a solution. So let's find the case where x is equal to 5. So it becomes square root of 3 times 5 is 15. 15 plus 1 is 16. Then minus square root of 5 plus 4 is 9. Now root 16 is 4. Then root 9 is 3. 4 minus 3 is equal to 1. And therefore x equals 5 is the solution. So the true solution for this equation is x is equal to 5. If square root of t plus 3 plus square root of t plus 10 is equal to 7, find t. So just as we did in the previous example, we are supposed to do same here. So all we need to do is to take this term to the right hand side. So square root of t plus 3 is equal to 7 minus square root of t plus 10. Now you can square both sides. So if we square this, we get 3t plus 3 equals, now 7 squared is 49. Then 2 times 7 is 14. 14 times minus root t plus 10 becomes minus 14 root t plus 10. And then minus root t plus 10 squared is equal to plus t plus 10. We are still using the expansion a plus b squared equals a squared plus 2ab and plus b squared. That's what we use to expand all of that. So now, you see that this t and this t can cancel out. And then we can take 10, 49 and 3. Then we can take 49 and 10 to the left hand side. However, 49 plus 10 is 59. So 3 minus 59 is equal to minus 14 square root of t plus 10. So 3 minus 59 is minus 56 equals minus 14 square root of t plus 10. So you can divide through by minus 14. Divide to by minus 14. So it implies that square root of t plus 10 is equal to minus 56 divided by minus 14 is 4. So if we square here and we square here, find out that t plus 10 is equal to 4 squared is 16. So if you make t the subject, t is equal to 16 minus 10. Therefore t is equal to 6. So we can test it and see. If we put 6 here, 6 plus 3 is 9. We have square root of 9. And then plus 6 plus 10 is 16. Square root of 16. Square root of 9 is, square root of 16. So square root of 9 is 3 plus square root of 16 is 4. 4 plus 3 is equal to 7. And that is exactly what we got here. So our solution is correct. So given that x is equal to 1 over square root of 2 minus root 3 and y is equal to 1 over square root of and y is equal to 1 over 2 plus square root of 3, find the value of x squared plus y squared. So let's first start with x squared. So x squared is equal to 1 over 2 minus root 3 all squared. So if you have a over b all squared, it is equal to a squared over b squared. So this becomes 1 squared, which is 1 divided by, now we have 2 minus root 3 squared. So we need to use the expansion a squared minus 2ab plus b squared. So now a squared is 2 squared, which is 4. Then minus 2 times 2 is 4 times root 3. So that becomes 4 root 3. Then b squared is minus root 3 squared, which is plus 3. So if we simplify this further, we will get 1 over 4 plus 3 is 7. So 7 minus 4 root 3. So let me write it here. So we have 1 over 7 minus 4 root 3. So let's rationalize. So we multiply both the numerator and denominator by 7 plus 4 root 3 divided by 7 plus 4 root 3. And this is equal to 7 plus 4 root 3 divided by, now this is difference of 2 squared. 7 times 7 is 49. 4 times 4 is 16. 16 times 3 is 48. So minus 48. And this is equal to 49 minus 48 is 1. So this becomes 7 plus 4 root 3 divided by 1, and it's the same as 7 plus 4 root 3. So we found x squared. Now let's find y squared. Y squared is 1 divided by 2 plus 3 whole squared. So the same thing. So 1 squared is 1 divided by 2 squared is 4. Then plus 2 times 2 is 4. So 4 root 3. Then root 3 squared is 3. So plus 3. This will give us 1 divided by 4 plus 3 is 7. 7 plus 4 root 3. Let me rewrite that here. 1 divided by 7 plus 4 root 3. So we can rationalize. So multiply both the numerator and the denominator by just negate this. That is 7 minus 4 root 3 divided by 7 minus 4 root 3. So this becomes 7 minus 4 root 3 divided by, this is also difference of 2 squares. So 7 times 7 is 49 minus 4 times 4 is 16. 16 times 3 is 48. This is equal to 7 minus 4 root 3. So x squared plus y squared is equal to, we got x squared as 7 plus 4 root 3. Then we got y squared as 7 minus 4 root 3. Now plus 4 root 3 minus 4 root 3 will cancel. So at the end of the day, we are left with 7 plus 7, and that is equal to 14. So solve into brackets 1 over 2 minus root 3 plus 2 over 2 plus root 3, all exponent minus 1. So the prudent thing to do is to find the LCM. So let's find the LCM. The LCM is 2 minus root 3, then times 2 plus root 3. So you see that here is 2 minus root 3. It means that 1 will multiply 2 plus root 3, then plus 2 times. Now here is 2 plus root 3. It means that 2 multiply 2 minus root 3. Then we need to bring back the bracket exponent minus 1. So 1 times 2 is 2. And 1 times root 3 is plus root 3. And 2 times 2 is plus 4. And 2 times minus root 3 is minus 2 root 3. All divided by, now you see this is difference of 2 squares. So if you've noticed, we meet a lot of difference of 2 squares almost all the time. And that is the thing which is common with said. So you need to familiarize yourself with difference of 2 squares, and I've done that in the earlier video I did about introduction to sets. I'll link the link of the video in the comment section so you can check out that video. So 2 times 2 is 4. Then minus root 3 times root 3 becomes minus 3. All exponents minus 1. So 2 plus 4 is 6. So this becomes 6. Then root 3 minus 2 root 3 becomes minus root 3. All divided by 4 minus 3 is 1. All exponent minus 1. So if you have a exponent minus 1, it is equal to, now you can rewrite this as a divided by 1. So you flip it and then you change this minus. So what you do is that you say 1 divided by a. However, instead of minus 1, it becomes 1, which is the same as 1 divided by 8. So in this case, this becomes 1 divided by 6 minus root 3. Then instead of minus 1, we'll do it as exponent 1, which is the same as 1 over 8. So to continue from here, we need to rationalize. And now, you see that we rationalize almost all the time. Rationalization is just changing the sign of the denominator. Multiply both the numerator and denominator by that. All of this has been covered in the earlier video, so please try and watch that video. So times 6 plus root 3 divided by 6 plus root 3. This is equal to 1 times 6 is 6 plus 1 times root 3 is root 3. 6 times 6 is 36. Minus root 3 times root 3 is minus 3. So this is equal to 6 plus 3 divided by 36 minus 3 is 33. So given that into bracket 2 minus k root 5 times into bracket 3 plus 4 root 5 is equal to 2 root 5 minus 34. Find the value of k. So what we need to do is to expand this and compare with this. So let's expand it. So this becomes let me rewrite the question. 2 minus k root 5 times 3 plus 4 root 5. Sorry, 4 root 5. Yes, root 5. Sorry. Then equals 2 root 5 minus 34. So you take 2 and you distribute it. Then after you take this 10 to and you distribute it. So this becomes 2 times 3 plus 4 root 5. Then minus k root 5 times 3 plus 4 root 5. And this is equal to 2 root 5 minus 34. So 2 times 3 is 6. And then 2 times 4 is 8. So 8 root 5. Then now minus 3 times k is 3k root 5. Then k root 5 times 4 root 5 becomes, sorry, minus 4k. Then root 5 times root 5 is 5, so times 5 equals 2 root 5 minus 34. So now let's simplify further. We have 6 then plus 8 root 5 minus 3k root 5. Then yes, minus 4 times 5 is minus 20, so minus 20k equals 2 root 5 minus 34. So let's group like terms. You see that we have 8 root 5, sorry, 8 root 5, then minus 3k root 5. We also have plus 6 minus 20k equals 2 root 5 minus 34. So we can factorize root 5 out of this. So we have 8 minus 3k, all of that times root 5 plus 6 minus 20k equals 2 root 5 minus 34. So you see that here has root 5, here also has root 5. It means that 8 minus 3k is equal to 2. So let's make k the subject. So 3k is equal to 8 minus 2. So 3k is equal to 6. Therefore, k is equal to 2. So we have 6 minus 20k equals minus 34. So let's make k the subject. So 20k is equal to 6 plus 34. Therefore, 20k is equal to 40. Therefore, k is also equal to 2. So irrespective of which of the two you take, you still get k equals 2. And therefore, the value of k is 2. So we have this other question here, which is solve square root of x plus 12 equals 2 plus root x. You can pause the video and try. So this is straightforward. So the question is square root of x plus 12 equals 2 plus root x. So we square both sides. Square both sides. So here becomes x plus 12 equals 2 squared is 4. Then plus 2 times 2 is 4 times root x is 4 root x. Then plus root x squared is x. So now this x and this x can cancel out. Then 4 root x is equal to 12 minus 4 is 8. So root x is equal to, now 8 divided by 4 is 2. So if we squared here and we squared there, find out that x is equal to 2 squared, which is 4. Now let's test the answer. If we put 4 here, it becomes square root of 4 plus 12 is 16. And square root of 16 is 4. Now if you put 4 here, square root of 4 is 2. 2 plus 2 is 4. So it means that x equals to 4 is a correct solution of this equation. So evaluate 1 divided by into bracket 1 minus root 3 all squared. So let's expand this using binomial expansion. As usual and always, the expansion is the same, it doesn't change. So a plus b all squared is equal to a squared plus 2ab plus b squared. In this case, a is 1 and then b is root 3. So this becomes 1 divided by 1 squared is 1. Then the sign here is minus, so minus 2 times 1 is 2 times root 3. So here becomes 2 root 3. Then plus root 3 squared minus root 3 squared is 3. So this is equal to 1 divided by 1 plus 3 is 4. So 4 minus 2 root 3. So let's rationalize. So 4 plus 2 root 3 divided by 4 plus 2 root 3. So this becomes 4. 1 times 4 is 4. 1 times 2 root 3 is plus 2 root 3. Divided by difference of 2 squared. 4 times 4 is 16. Then minus 2 times 2 is 4. Then root 3 times root 3 is 3. So this becomes 4 plus 2 root 3 divided by 16 minus 4 times 3 is 4. So this becomes 4 plus 2 root 3 divided by 16 minus 12 is 4. So 4 divided by 4 is 1. And plus 2 divided by 4 is half root 3. So you can see that there is some pattern here. Always you will get a binomial expansion. And always you get a rationalization. So we need to just familiarize yourself with binomial expansion and then rationalization. Then you can solve almost all the questions. To simplify, 8 divided by root 3 minus 1. So you need to rationalize outright. So this becomes 8 divided by root 3 minus 1. Then rationalization times root 3 plus 1 divided by root 3 plus 1. So 8 times root 3 is 8 root 3. Then 8 times 1 is 8 divided by difference of 2 squared. Root 3 times root 3 is 3. Minus 1 times 1 is minus 1. So we get 8 root 3 plus 8 divided by 3 minus 1 is 2. 8 divided by 2 is 4 root 3. Then 8 divided by 2 is 4. So at the end of the day, we get 4 root 3 plus 4. Square root of 150 minus square root of 12p plus square root of 54 is equal to 0. Find the value of p. So square root of 150 is the same as square root of 25 times 6. Then minus square root of 12p. Then plus square root of 54 is the same as square root of 9 times 6 equals 0. So square root of 25 times square root of 6 minus square root of 12p plus square root of 9 times square root of 6 is equal to 0. Square root of 25 is 5. So here's 5 root 6 minus square root of 12p. Then plus square root of 9 is 3 root 6 equals 0. So 5 root 6 plus 3 root 6 is 8 root 6 minus 12 square root of 12p is equal to 0. So square root of 12p is equal to 8 root 6. So we can square both sides. We find out that 12p is equal to 8 squared is 64 times 6. So if you divide 2 by 12 and divide here 2 by 12, find out that p is equal to 32. Simplify square root of 2 divided by square root of 2 plus 1 plus 1 divided by square root of 2 minus 1. So we need to find the LCM, which is square root of 2 plus 1, then times square root of 2 minus 1. So this one and this one will cancel. So we get square root of 2 times square root of 2 minus 1, then plus 1 times square root of 2 minus 1 will cancel this. So here will become square root of 2 plus 1. So square root of 2 times square root of 2 is 2. Then minus 1 times root 2 is minus root 2. Then 1 times root 2 is plus root 2. Then 1 times 1 is 1. Divided by square root of 2 is 2. Then 1 times minus 1 is minus 1. So plus root 2 minus root 2 cancel out. 2 plus 1 is 3. Divided by 2 minus 1 is 1. So the answer is 3. Given that x is equal to 2 plus 3 root 2 and y is equal to minus 1 plus 5 root 2, find x squared minus y squared. So x squared is equal to 2 plus 3 root 2 all squared. So binomial expansion, as usual, 2 squared is 4, then plus 2 times 2 is 4 times 3, that is 12. So this becomes 12 root 2. Then root 3 root 2 squared. 3 squared is 9. Then root 2 squared is 2. So 9 times 2. So this becomes 9 times 2 is 18. 18 plus 4 is 22. So here is 22 plus 4 root 2. That is x squared. And now let's find y squared. Y squared is minus 1 plus 5 root 2 squared. So this is equal to, now minus 1 squared is 1. Then 2 times minus 1 is minus 2 times 5 becomes minus 10 root 2. Then 5 root 2 squared. 5 squared is 25. So 25 times root 2 squared is 2. So this becomes 25 times 2 is 50. 50 plus 1 is 51. So here is 51 minus 10 root 2. Now, we are looking for x squared minus y squared. So this is equal to x squared is 22 plus 12 root 2. Then minus 51 minus 10 root 2. So this becomes 22 minus 51. Then plus 12 root 2. Then minus 1 times minus 10 root 2 is plus 10 root 2. So 22 minus 51 is equal to minus 29. Then 12 root 2 plus 10 root 2 is 22 root 2. At the end of the day, the answer is 22 root 2 minus 29. If m is equal to 2 plus root 5, find the value of m minus 1 over m. So m is 2 plus 5. So m is this 2 plus root 5, then minus 1 divided by 2 plus root 5. So let's find the LCM. So this is divided by 1. So the LCM is 2 plus root 5. So 2 plus root 5 divided by y is 2 plus root 5. So here becomes 2 plus root 5. Sorry, 2 plus root 5. Then times 2 plus root 5, which is squared. Then minus 2 plus root 5 divided by 2 plus root 5 is 1. 1 times 1 is 1. Let's expand it. 2 squared is 4. Then plus 2 times 2 is 4 times root 5, 4 root 5. Then root 5 squared is 5. Minus 1 divided by 2 plus root 5. So 4 plus 5 is 9. 9 minus 1 is 8. We have 8 plus 4 root 5 divided by 2 plus root 5. So here we rationalize 2 minus root 5 divided by 2 minus root 5. So now let's distribute 8 times 2 minus root 5. Then plus 4 root 5 times 2 minus root 5 divided by, this is the difference of 2 squares. 2 times 2 is 4. Root 5 times root 5 minus root 5 is minus 5. So at the end of the day, you see that 8 times 2 is 16. 8 times minus root 5 is minus 8 root 5. Then 4 times 2 is 4 root 5 times 2 is plus 8 root 5. Then 4 root 5 times minus root 5 becomes minus 4 times 5. Now, 4 minus 5 is divided by minus 1. So the final answer becomes, we can see that yes, 16. Now, minus 8 plus 8 will cancel. Minus 4 times 5 is minus 20. 16 minus 20 is minus 4. So we get minus 4 divided by minus 1, which is equal to